I'm hearing a lot these days, till I'm done staying quiet. Till I'm done being overlooked. Till I'm done giving my time, my energy, my soul to a place that doesn't even respect the sound of my voice. But sudden, you know what? I get it, because silence has never built success. So silence has never made change. So silence has never protected anybody's future. Loud quitting. That's what they're calling it now. So people walking away not with whispers, but with clarity, with courage. So with a message, my value deserves a better home. Sets out, but let me tell you something real before you shout, I'm done. You better know exactly what you're walking toward. Because quitting loud without a dream lined up, without a plan built behind the scenes, that isn't power. That's panic dressed like confidence. Cha. Listen, I've walked out of rooms that tried to define me. I've left tables where they wanted my ideas, but not my growth. And every time I stepped away, I stepped toward something I was building quietly, before the world ever saw it. Some of you are not quitting a job. You're quitting a version of yourself you've outgrown. A version that accepted good enough. A version that thought another year of silence might win approval. Tadam. But here's the truth. If they didn't see your worth in the 100 things you already gave, they won't see it in the next 100 either. So that's how your talent is not meant to be trapped. So your voice is not meant to be muted. Your dreams are not meant to be delayed until someone else decides you're ready. So if you're going to quit loud on fear, quit loud on doubt, quit loud on the belief that you must stay small to keep the peace. You don't exist to fit inside somebody else's comfort zone. But understand this part clearly. Loud quitting doesn't mean burning bridges. It means building new ones with your own two hands. It means saying, I'm choosing myself because I finally understand what I'm capable of. You're not just leaving a job. You're leaving the limits that job placed on your potential. You're replacing frustration with freedom. You're giving your future a louder chance to speak than your resignation ever could. You want power. Then make your exit a beginning, not just invest in your skills. Invest in your ideas. Invest in the version of you that wakes up hungry for more. Because the world doesn't celebrate the person who stays silent. It celebrates the one who stepped up and said, I'm done shrinking. I'm done settling. I'm done being ignored. I'm done, and now I rise. Remember this, quitting loud doesn't mean giving up. It means refusing to stay somewhere that doesn't grow you, doesn't challenge you, doesn't pay you what you deserve, or see what you bring to the table. You only get one life, one shot at defining your own story, one chance to build something that feels like purpose. So if you're going to say, I'm done, say it with conviction, with a plan. Say it while running toward the version of yourself that the world actually needs. So it's not everyone will understand. So not everyone will clap for you. But that's okay. So your success will be loudest reason you never needed their approval in the first place. Instead of let the world hear you. Let the world see you. Let the world know you didn't quit a job. So you upgraded your destiny. It turns out when I say quit loud on fear, not on your future, I mean something deeper than just walking away from a job or a situation. Fear is the voice in your head that tells you to stay quiet, to shrink, to accept less than you deserve. Fear convinces you that the unknown is dangerous. Discomfort means you're on the wrong path, that you shouldn't take risks because what if it doesn't work out? But here's the truth. Fear is the loudest when your breakthrough is the closest. It screams the most when growth is right around the corner. Shada, we all reach moments where we feel stuck, frustrated, overlooked, or undervalued. And in those moments, and just make their hair tries to convince us small is safer. It evinces us that staying small is safer. It wants you to believe that loyalty to something that doesn't you back is noble. But loyalty without opportunity is captivity. The minute you start believing that you're not meant for more, fear has already won. So when you quit, whether a relationship or whether it's a job or a mindset, make sure you're quitting the right thing. Quit the fear that tells you your dreams are too big. Quit the fear that says you need someone else's permission to rise. Quit the fear that says your voice doesn't matter. Terra fear has robbed more people of their potential than failure ever has, because failure at least means you tried. Fear keeps you frozen, and a frozen dream is more painful than a failed one. Quitting fear is loud, it's bold, it's saying, I don't have everything figured out yet, but I trust myself enough to move anyway. It's choosing action over excuses. It's choosing faith over approval. It's choosing the future over the familiar. Chada, most people quit the wrong thing. They quit their goals when they get hard. They quit self-belief when others don't support them. They quit trying because progress is slow. They quit their dreams because comfort is easy. That's quitting on your future. And that's not what winners do. Winners quit fear. They quit limitations. They quit the beliefs that were programmed into them by others who never dared to chase their own greatness. When you quit fear, you stop asking for permission. You stop apologizing for wanting more. You stop letting someone else decide your worth. You start owning your story. You start walking into rooms expecting a seat at the table because you know you earned it. You start making decisions based on purpose instead of pressure. You start choosing what you deserve instead of what you can tolerate. Quitting fear means doing the thing anyway, even when your hands shake, even when you feel alone, even when no one claps for you yet. It means trusting that discomfort is a sign of progress, not danger. It means believing in a future version of yourself that you haven't even met yet, but are willing to work for. It's recognizing that the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the courage to start. It's okay to feel fear of every visionary does, but fear should never be the reason you stay stuck. The moment you let confidence speak louder than fear, that's the moment your path changes. That's the moment you start building the life you were created for. That's the moment your future finally gets a chance to show you what's possible. When I say your exit should be a strategy, not a scream, I'm talking about purpose. I'm talking about intention. I'm talking about the difference between walking away because you're angry and walking away because you're elevated. Loud quitting doesn't mean chaos. It doesn't mean burning everything down behind you. It means your departure is just as meaningful as your dedication once was. It means your exit carries a message, but behind that message is a plan so strong that nobody can question what you're stepping into next. The problem a lot of people face is they let emotions dictate their decisions. They quit in frustration. They quit out of reaction. They quit in the heat of the moment without anything to catch them on the other side. The other side, that's not power. That's an escape. That's not growth. That's an escape. Scream fades fast, but a strategy keeps making noise long after you've left the room. A smart exit begins long before the goodbye. It starts with identifying what's broken. Maybe it's a toxic environment. Maybe it's a lack of recognition. Or maybe it's simply that you've outgrown the role. You recognize the ceiling, and instead of just crying about it, you start building the stairs to climb over it. And that's strategy. That's how leaders move. They don't just talk about change. They prepare for it. Chata. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm done, when something no longer aligns with your purpose. But before you say those words, you should already have asked yourself, where am I going next? What am I building? What am I investing in that will pay me back? Because the world rewards the person who not only knows their worth, but proves it through action. A strategic exit is fueled by growth. It's the result of working on yourself behind closed doors, taking classes, networking, saving money, expanding your skills, creating opportunities instead of waiting for the. It's creating a future that makes quitting your past look like the smartest move you ever made. You're not just leaving a job. You're stepping into a new chapter you designed. Chatel, when you plan your exit, the world sees strength, not struggle. When you've prepared your next step, you leave with your head high, not your spirit drained. You don't slam the door. You open a new one that takes you somewhere your old environment could never take you. You walk out with dignity, knowing that nobody pushed you out. You chose to move forward. And understand this, a scream can get attention, but a strategy earns respect. People will remember the person who left and soared, not the one who left and stumbled. The loudest statement you can ever make is success. When you elevate after you exit, that's the moment everyone realizes your value should have been recognized long ago. Your growth becomes the message. Your success becomes the proof. Your exit is a declaration of independence. It's a decision to stop allowing your time and potential to be wasted. And when you do it strategically, you're not just quitting a place. You're quitting limitations. You are removing yourself from a chapter that no longer contributes to your story. You are walking toward environments where your ideas aren't just, they're needed. Every move you make should pull you closer to your purpose. You should be able to look at your exit like a business move. Because your life, your talent, your future, that's your biggest enterprise. Treat it like one. Protect it. Plan for it. Invest in it. So that's why don't quit because you're tired. Quit because you're ready. Don't quit because you're scared. Quit because you're prepared. And don't even think about leaving until you've written the next lines of your own success story. Not with hopes, not with luck, but with strategy and discipline and vision. Joe, you don't owe anyone a silent goodbye, but you don't owe them a messy one either. What you owe yourself is a future worth fighting for, a future you can walk into with confidence, a future you crafted with your own ambition and resilience. Chateau, your exit isn't the end. It's the power move that launches everything that comes next. So don't just leave your job behind, leave your limits behind.